Matthew grew up farming in Moose Lake, Minnesota. He played football and dreamed of college, having a family when he got older. He had 3,000 reasons for joining up to fight in the service of our country. He was willing to give his life. Heroes come from small towns, poor kids and class clowns. And everybody knows when push comes to shove, they're the first one in line for the country they love. The cost of freedom is buried in the ground. Heroes come from small towns. There's many more just like him from all around this land. Just like their fathers before them, they're not afraid to take a stand. They might not make the papers or be on the nightly news, but they're in our hearts forever for what they chose to do. Heroes come from small towns, poor kids and class clowns. And everybody knows when push comes to shove, they're the first one in line for the country they love. The cost of freedom is buried in the ground. Heroes come from small towns all across this nation. They answer the call. There'll be an invitation in heaven for them all. Heroes come from small towns, poor kids and class clowns. And everybody knows when push comes to shove, they're the first one in line for the country they love. The cost of freedom is buried in the ground. Heroes come from small towns. Heroes come from small towns, like Mooresville, North Carolina. Heroes come from small towns, like Cedar Falls, Washington. Heroes come from small towns, like Liberty, Missouri. Heroes come from small towns, from Cherry Hill, New Jersey to Santa Maria, California, and every town in between. Heroes come from small towns. Heroes come from small towns. To be right here. This is my job, this is my life, this is who I am, this is what I do. I'm one of the fortunate few. I followed my heart and I know what I'm doing is right. I'm proud to be a soldier, to offer my life in this fight for the red, white, and blue. I won't back down, I'll stand my ground along with all and me. We are the rocket's red glare. This is a family, always was and always will be. When I'm far from home, I'm still not alone. My brothers and sisters are there. I'm proud, proud to be a soldier, to offer my life in this fight for the red, white, and blue. I won't back down, I'll stand my ground along with all the others.
Mark's mama, Michelle, was a tomboy. Oh, yeah. John says from the earliest, her father says from the earliest days he can remember, she liked the outside. She liked to hunt, she liked to fish, she liked guns. She was protective over her little sister. If Marilyn and Karen, John said, if Marilyn and Carolyn had any trouble, they'd tell Michelle. Michelle would take care of it. She didn't back down from a fight. She was tough as the boys. John had a collection of antique guns. Michelle took one out one time. Not supposed to shoot those old ones without supervision. Tore it up. John's a Vietnam-era veteran, ladies and gentlemen. She grew up in a house full of soldiers. House with military tradition. John always wanted to move to Alaska, the great frontier, hunt, fish, where you can pan for gold. So John and Shirley packed their family up and they moved to Hays, Alaska. And Michelle loved Alaska. She loved the outdoors, she loved hunting, and she fell in love with a man, a soldier. A soldier at Fort Richardson, Alaska. His name was Mark, too. He was brave, and he was strong, and he was handsome. Mark lost his life. Mark died, passed away, and never met his son. But God has a way at your saddest and darkest hours of giving you a miracle. And this is the miracle right here. This young man. This is Michelle's son. Michelle had the son of a soldier. She was the daughter of a soldier, and she had a mouth to feed. Michelle followed in the footsteps of her father and in the footsteps of her little boy's daddy. She joined the United States Army. She went to Fort Benning, Georgia, and she was stationed with the 92nd MP Company. She was a 92 Foxtrot, petroleum supply specialist. And they sent the MPs from Fort Benning, Georgia to Iraq. And Michelle and her company went. Her first sergeant told me that's the toughest woman he ever met in his life. He said when something needed done, Michelle Ring made sure it got done. She didn't take anything from anybody. She wouldn't take nothing. She wanted it done. She was so good at her job. That MOS normally has a specialist. If you're an E4, it has a specialist, like Specialist Lewis there, that sign. They gave Michelle an upgrade to Corporal. Her name was Corporal Michelle Ring, and she ran that motor pool. She did what had to be done. And one day when she was guarding and doing our country and doing her duty, a mortar round exploded in her area of operations, and Mark's mama lost her life. And now, every Thanksgiving, John and Shirley, Marilyn, Carolyn, and Mark have an empty place at their table. Every Christmas, there's a stocking not filled up. And this young man is why Tribute to the Troops exists. That's why we're here. We're here because his mother was a soldier. His father was a soldier. His mother has a Purple Heart, Bronze Star, Army Commendation Medal, Army Achievement Medal, and Good Conduct Medal. Your mother was a hero. These people love you, and we're here for you. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Shirley, John, Marilyn, and Mark, Michelle Ring's family.
They come from every corner of our country, the cities, the mountains, and the farms. Modern day Minutemen and women like our heroes from the past. Whenever we need them, all we have to do is ask. They're Christian, they're Muslim, and they're Jew. They're red, white, and blue. They're sacrificing their family and their friends for our country and the freedom they defend. Are giving everything they've got. Some have had to give it all. The black man, the white man, and the Sioux. The middle class, the poor, and the well-to-do. They're red, white, and blue. And when their duty calls them to stand guard and patrol, they represent with honor the values we uphold. They are the proud Americans, tested, tried, and true. They're red, white, and blue. They are the proud Americans, tested, tried, and true. They're red, white, and blue. They're red, white, and blue. Like me and you.
That is a tough place to be, but if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have all this whole new family.
From the time that Adam Byes was a little boy, his father, Michael, knew that he was something special. He thought his son to be a natural-born leader. He was intelligent. He was resourceful. And no matter what Adam Byes did as a child, he gave it 100% of his effort. He never did anything halfway. He did it with every bit of his effort and his might, or he didn't do it. And he did everything with integrity and with honor and with dignity, even if there was something he wasn't good at. His French teacher told me that Adam Byes was not particularly gifted in French. But he tried hard. He gave it everything he had, and he was a joy to have in that classroom. Mike, being the father that he is, continue to do what you're supposed to do. Take the next right step, and you'll get through it. That's what he told him. Put your head down. Do the right thing. We'll get through it. As Adam Bies entered high school, he was active in a lot of sports. He was a standout on the bowling club. He did the throwing part of the track and field. He played offensive and defensive lineman for the football team, the varsity football team. Offense and defense, the whole game. And that he gave 100%. 100% of his effort. If you go to the high school on the record board to this day, Adam Bies' name is still there, holding the record for the 300-pound repetitions, a bench, and 275 incline press. Because he gave it everything he had. Adam's grandfather was a Green Beret Special Forces in World War II. Mike's uncle is a Vietnam veteran. There are many of them here with us today. Hoorah. Her dad was a Vietnam veteran. Adam's brother was in the Marine Corps. Adam wanted to make a difference. Adam Bies joined the United States Marine Corps. He was a high school graduate. His parents are doing well. But he didn't just join the Marine Corps. He joined Marine Force Recon, 3rd Battalion, 3rd Division. There's a Marine, that's hard to be. Force Recon, that's something else. And here's the thing. He lived in Salem, Oregon. And he knew when he joined Marine Force Recon that Adam Bies probably wasn't going to go to Fort Polk, Louisiana. And he probably wasn't going to go to Fort Ord, California. He was going to go to Afghanistan, that he might end up in Helmand Province. And Adam Bies stood in the back of that classroom in Salem, Oregon, with college at his fingertips, anything he wanted, and he raised his hand and he said, "Send me. I'll go." And he volunteered and he went. And sure enough, 3rd Marines went to Helmand Province, Afghanistan. I have sung for the 3rd Marines. I visited those men. They are leaders of men. They are Marines. Last Thanksgiving, Mike and Carla took a vacation to visit some family. Rachel and Brandon stayed here. Tyler stayed here.
Anthony, I'm sorry.
Anthony. See, even you can't.
I don't.
Mike talked to Adam on the phone. Adam said that he missed him. He had one more week in Helmand Province. He was coming home. He was going back to Okinawa where he was stationed, and he had already purchased his plane ticket to come home this Christmas on December 22nd. Rachel's birthday. The next day, November 26th, 2011, Adam Bies was killed while on patrol in Helmand Province, Afghanistan. His life was taken. Mike and his family had a chance to go to Okinawa for a ceremony paying tribute to Adam Bies. Michael asked some of the men that were downrange, that were in country with his son, "Tell me about my son. Tell me what you most remember about my son." And these men said to Michael, they said, "Your son was a natural born leader. And many of the men in our platoon would try to emulate him, try to be like him. And every time something would happen, Adam Bies would say to his men, 'If we get in a bad spot, put your head down. Keep doing what you're supposed to do. Do the next right thing, and we'll get through it.'" Quoted his father. He lived by those words. Adam Bies was a bowler. He was a track star. He was a football hero. He was a brother. He was a son. He was a United States Marine. He was a hero. Semper Fi.
Semper Fi.
This is the Bies family, folks.
18 and called for duty. God and country and fellow man. Beaches made for beauty are covered with bloody grains of sand. Mothers, hide your children. There's danger in this land. And Father, please forgive me, for I know not who I am. Fly home, my sweet angel, from sea to shining sea. Fly home, my sweet angel, won't you fly on home to me? I can hear the devil's calling, bombs and sirens fill up the air, and I can see my brothers falling everywhere, everywhere. Mothers, hide your children. There's danger in this land. And Father, please forgive me, for I know not who I am. Fly home, my sweet angel, from sea to shining sea.